Painting eggs, hosting a scavenger hunt, putting up standees of the Easter bunnies in malls, these are all instantly recognizable traditions during Easter. But have you ever thought that there's something more to these practices? Something sinister? Hello there. Welcome to Eventful Insights. In today's video, we're going to be talking about the dark truth of Easter. So hang on tight and let's fall down a rabbit hole of controversies and ominous practices. But before we head into the dark side of Easter, how do you celebrate Easter in your household? Let me know in the comment section below. Easter, a significant Christian holiday, marks Jesus Christ's resurrection from the dead according to the New Testament. It's a major celebration in Christianity, ending the Lenten season of fasting and penance with joy. The date of Easter is determined by specific calendars, symbolizing the triumph over sin and death and the belief in Christ's resurrection and humanity's redemption. It's a day of immense joy and hope for Christians, commemorating the fundamental tenet of the Christian faith. But not all things are as it seems. Have you ever celebrated Easter and felt that something is not right? Maybe that's because the traditional Easter has some ominous aspects to it. Paganism encompasses spiritual beliefs and practices beyond Judaism, Islam, and Christianity, often rooted in ancient polytheistic religions or contemporary movements inspired by them. It includes various traditions like Wicca, witchcraft, heathenry, and druidry, emphasizing nature reverence, non-authoritarian religion, and belief in multiple gods and goddesses. Modern paganism, also called neo-paganism, comprises religions influenced by pre-Christian beliefs, with practices ranging from Reconstructionism to eclectic blends. Polytheism, animism, and pantheism are common in pagan theology, with some practitioners adopting secular or humanistic perspectives. If you've seen the movie Midsummer, you might have a clear picture of what paganism looks like. They tend to have traditions that are inspired by religion, but at the end of the day, they are abstract practices that may have questionable roots. In the 1980s, there arose a moral panic dubbed the Satanic Panic, which involved over 12,000 unverified cases of satanic ritual abuse. These allegations included reports of physical and sexual abuse occurring within the context of occult or satanic ceremonies. In some extreme instances, the accusations extended to claims of a global satanic cult conspiracy, implicating prominent figures in criminal activities. But why am I mentioning all of this in a video about Easter, a seemingly innocent and wholesome event? It's because for years now, Easter has been suspected to contain pagan practices. Easter displays pagan influences due to the historical amalgamation of pre-existing pagan customs and symbols into Christian observances. Its origins can be traced to ancient pagan festivals celebrating the spring equinox and themes of renewal, rebirth, and new life. As Christianity expanded, many pagan practices associated with spring were assimilated into Easter celebrations, such as eggs, bunnies, and the timing of Easter based on lunar cycles, symbolizing fertility and the changing seasons. This incorporation of pagan elements into Easter reflects a process where existing cultural traditions merged with Christian beliefs, resulting in a holiday that combines religious and pagan influences. This has caused controversy as to whether Easter has satanic implications. You see, Easter originated as a pagan festival in the Northern Hemisphere. Early Christian observances were aligned with existing pagan festivals, leading to Easter becoming synonymous with Jesus' resurrection. The date for Easter, established by the Council of Nicaea in 325 AD, falls on the Sunday following the first full moon after the spring equinox, reflecting both Christian and astronomical influences. The Melkite Greek Catholic Church suggests that there's a connection between Easter and the goddess of fertility Istra, symbolized by a rabbit. This may be the reason why Easter is mostly represented by a rabbit, which also makes sense because rabbits are often animals associated with reproduction and spring. You're probably thinking that all of these are mere suspicions and doubt that Easter has dark implications. But people do this amusing thing where they turn even the darkest events in history into a wholesome event to cover up its gruesome past. Are we actually practicing paganism when we partake in Easter traditions? Before we get more in-depth, what do you think are the stories behind Easter practices? Share your thoughts in the comment section below. If you're curious about the dark side of things, phenomena, events, head to our channel and you'll see a series of videos exploring this concept. Now let's continue. In certain Eastern European communities, there was a belief that supernatural events were more probable during Easter. Specifically, vampires were believed to emerge from their graves during this period, causing fear among villagers. To protect themselves, people would place garlic and other charms near homes and grave sites as a means of repelling these undead beings, contributing to the eerie and unsettling ambience of the Easter season. On the other hand, one of the more solemn aspects of Easter is its reflection on the crucifixion of Jesus Christ. The Stations of the Cross, a sequence of images illustrating the events leading to the crucifixion, can be vivid and emotionally intense, underscoring the suffering Jesus endured. This darker facet of the Christian Easter narrative serves as a poignant reminder of the sacrifice made and the extent of human cruelty. The Easter customs have historical ties to witchcraft, according to various theories. In Sweden, the tradition of Easter witches traces back to the 16th century, during a time of prevalent fears surrounding witches as agents of Satan. Witch trials during the 1660s and 1670s led to people being accused of making deals with the devil, some of whom were executed. It was believed that witches flew to Blåkulla to commune with Satan, often on Easter, using unconventional modes of transportation like brooms, poles, cows, or people greased with ointment provided by the devil. This tradition evolved into people dressing up as witches at Easter, engaging in pranks and mischief to mimic the roaming witches, a custom that persists in a modified form today. Furthermore, in Northern Europe, including Sweden and Germany, the concept of witches assuming the guise of hares during Easter was widespread. Folklore associated witches with hares, believed to engage in mischievous acts like stealing milk from cows. The notion of banishing winter witches at Easter symbolizes the transition from the life-draining activities of winter to the rejuvenation promised by the spring equinox, leading to various rituals such as the Easter fire in Germany, intended to ward off witches. Other than these suspicions, there are even more profound ones, such as the theory that Easter might have started from pagan sex rituals. Anglo-Saxon pagans marked this season of renewal by venerating Istra or Ostara, the goddess associated with spring, dawn, and fertility. In ancient times, fertility held paramount importance for ensuring the continuation of a species or community. To honor nature's rejuvenation, ancient peoples held festivals in April dedicated to the goddess, likely involving elaborate rituals centered on sexuality. Meanwhile, the custom of dyeing and decorating eggs can be traced back to the 13th century, where nobles exchanged them as gifts, and English villagers often presented eggs to their church on Good Friday. From a religious standpoint, some argue that early Christians in Mesopotamia dyed eggs red to symbolize Jesus' bloodshed during crucifixion. However, historians suggest that the tradition originates much earlier, around 2,500 years ago, with the Trypillian culture of Central Europe. How people managed to make Easter celebrations all cute and family-friendly is beyond me. However, while theories suggesting Easter's possible origins as a sexual ritual or a witchcraft celebration should be approached with caution and skepticism, they nonetheless prompt us to delve deeper into the roots of the traditions we observe. While the exact historical origins of Easter remain debated and uncertain, exploring these theories encourages us to reflect on the rich tapestry of human history and the diverse cultural practices that have shaped our modern celebrations. By considering the historical context and symbolism behind Easter traditions, we gain a deeper appreciation for the layers of meaning embedded within these rituals. Ultimately, whether or not Easter began as a fertility rite, the holiday continues to hold significance as a time of renewal, hope, and spiritual reflection for millions around the world. Before we form our judgment on what Easter really means to us, let's go back to its roots and its long history of celebrations. This way, our opinions and our way of celebrating not only Easter but other significant events as well is well-informed and nuanced. Well, that is all for today's video. Did the theories make you rethink what Easter really is about? Let me know by leaving a comment below. If you liked this video, give us a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel, and click the notification bell to know firsthand about our latest videos. Thanks for watching.